doody!
Ah, what a doody!
And we're going all countryfied on your dig, playing some acoustic guitars.
I don't know what you just said, but I think it meant welcome to the Andertons review of these beautiful guitars by Yamaha.
Yamaha. Yeah, these are the brand new APX 500 and 700 Mark II.
Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
Yeah, you will start seeing in the shops from summer 2011. Yesterday we were very lucky. We had a couple of killer guitar players doing some videos with us who actually just for a laugh just jammed around on these two guitars.
Well, I beat them with a stick until they subdued and then decided to jam in.
So you'll see a little bit of that interspersed with that, and I believe that is all done just off of miking the guitars up, isn't
we just used a room mic and they just sat down and played them acoustic.
APX is 25 odd years old now, which is weird actually, because that's pretty much when I first started working in a guitar store. I kind of remember when APX was
25 years.
I know, when I was 4. And APX was a breakthrough at the time when it came out, because it was the first acoustic guitar that really had been built completely ground up to be an electroacoustic, to be plugged in. So they had these really cool new compact small bodies that were great to play when you were standing up, really comfy, kind of felt like an electric guitar. And the smaller, shallower body meant that the guitar didn't feed back as much as a traditional Dreadnought style guitar. And they were basically an instant hit and have been the #1 best-selling electroacoustic range in the world ever since. So we've got a couple of new ones now, 500 and the 700. Sorry, other way around, 500 and 700, I get confused. They each come in loads of different colours, which is one of the reasons I think they're so popular, because everybody finds a colour that suits them.
So we got a rosewood fingerboard here, and a rosewood bridge. The back and sides are made from NATO, which is a kind of mahogany alternative. Spruce top, this is a really nice burst actually. And the electronics, there's an interesting little feature here. This AMF affects the way the mid-circuit works, so that you can effectively eliminate any feedback if you get feedback.
What you're going to hear from us though now, as we attempt to outperform those two guitar legends,
It's not going to happen.
Is you're hearing us plugged into this fantastic little acoustic guitar amplifier by Ashdown. Ashdown's a great English company, makes some very cool bass amps and very cool acoustic guitar amps. This particular Ashdown's called an AAR1V, and it's just been discontinued at the beginning of this year, but they used to sell for about £350, £400, and I bought a truckload of them to sell for £199.
And the cool thing is you can plug two guitars into this.
Yeah, what we've actually got here is most acoustic guitar amps will let you plug two things in. Most of the time they would expect you to plug your guitar in and then a microphone to sing, or perhaps a backing track or something, but we've chosen to just plug two acoustic guitars in and a bit of a jam. So let's hear the 500 first. So a couple of things I've noticed over the years selling APX, always been really, really popular guitars for people with a slightly sort of smaller frame. So maybe people in their early teens or women, smaller women.
They're very slim, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just much more comfortable than playing, perhaps if you imagine a real big jumbo guitar where you sit sort of hunched over like that. And of course the choice of colours is great, so you don't, everybody can have their own sort of unique kind of look, really find something that matches your sort of personality or what other guitars you have. 700 is a very similarly featured guitar. I have a solid spruce top this time, NATO back and sides, the same layout of preamp.
I noticed that you've got a really nice looking inlay here.
Yeah, it's a cute rosette on the 700 series. I mean, I like what's on the 500, which is sort of raised mother of pearl thing, but I definitely like the sort of more subtle wooden kind of inlay on the 700.
And you've got a wave curve at the end carve of your fretboard, whereas mine is like a half moon.
They've done that. That's always been on the APX series. Really nice feature. So anyway, my preamps are actually two transducer pickups underneath the bridge. Now, transducer pickups, generally speaking, are a slightly softer sound than a piezo. Arguably a tad more prone to feedback than a piezo, so you might have to be a little careful on this or use the notch filter a little more. But it should deliver a slightly more natural sound out of the preamp system.
The guys at Yamaha thought, how could we make the APX700 just that little tiny percentage more amazing? And so they added an extra half a fret. So you have 22 and a half frets.
Let me show you what a difference that makes. See, normally you can only play to here. Now I can play to here. So this is the 700 now. Just give you a little play on this. Now you'll notice it does sound a little different to the 500. As I mentioned, it's got a different kind of pickup system in it. I'm just adjusting the EQ controls on here. We'll give you a little close-up of that later. The battery panel is in the same position that it used to be, so it's really, really easy to get to the battery. You need to change the batteries on here, I would say probably every 2 or 3 months if you're a regular player. One of the little hints for you is just plugging the guitar in switches the preamp on. So when you finish playing, unplug the guitar and your battery will last a lot longer. These ones here, the 500s you should be picking up. As I said, the price will may change. So right now these are selling for about $275, but please do go to the Andertons website just to get an up-to-date price. This is a little dearer. This one's selling for about $475. So go check out all the range of colours on the site and the latest pricing.